core part of our town. What we've done since then is we made sort of this branch off area right here, which should be self-sufficient in its own right, at least enough to get this area back up and running. Now, one of the things we do kind of need is a lot more housing. I really need to get more people in my town going. So I am going to just build 2 houses over here. There's nothing else that really needs to be built in these tiny little shacks. Yeah, they're nothing really important. They're good for starting stuff, but it's not really long-term a good solution. Now hopefully, as this woodcutter and this woodcutter get started and do their thing, it should get everyone else supplied with a good supply of wood. Gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. I never turned the mic back on. I thought I did. I'm an idiot. Anyway, so yeah, sorry about that. I sneezed for a lot longer than I thought I was going to, and it resulted in me forgetting to turn back the mic when it was all said and done. Sorry about that. It was one of those sneezes that, like, a second later, you sneeze again. Anyway, what we're going to be doing is we're going to sort of be expanding out, trying to expand our force a bit to make sure that that everyone's not as congested as before. That was one of the major problems we had last time, was just an overall congestion in population, which caused a bit of a downfall. Anyway, sorry about that for people who were listening in. We've got this fishing shack here, we got a cemetery coming up. Should be good. We got a nice home. That should actually be relatively soon finished. I'll put a few more people on builder duty. Yeah, look at them go. These should be coming up soon. That should be an extra source of food and a place to throw the dead people. You need a hole to throw the dead people. It makes people happy when they have somewhere to throw Grandpa, so they're not just festering inside of the basement. Anyway, we do really need to expand our population, and it's going to be a smart idea for us to start building houses instead of these tiny shacks. These tiny shacks are great for the initial, but now we're sort of at that mid-game stage where we kind of need to look at the long term and start to adjust for that. So we are going to have to definitely shift our focus in that direction. We do need to get the cemetery up and running. That shouldn't be too long. It's the next thing on everybody's list, actually. Death count so far is 7. Not bad. I mean, we are at speed 10 right now. And the cemetery should be up any second now. Come on. There we go. Now we got a place to throw the dead people. Should make people happy, now that they can throw Grandpa in a hole somewhere. I am going to get rid of the tiny shack that I had queued up here. And I'm just going to build a regular house right there. Right in its place. Oh, that might be why I built the tiny shack there. There isn't a lot of room for it. Okay. Probably have to get a little creative here, but for now I'll just build these 2 houses, actually. Getting the fishing dock up and running will be good, though. Just having another source of fish coming in. Never a bad thing. Just gotta wait a bit to get it up and running. Looks like they're getting the materials over here where they need to start building the houses. It's just a matter of manpower. So getting more homes is definitely going to do good for us. Tools, firewood, and logs are low. All right. Well, that just means we need more foresters, and they'll sort of propagate woods down the production line. Here, we'll take another one out of here. That means we only have one builder who doesn't have a tool. So the production of this fishing shack is going to take forever and a half. Oh, goodness. But it should get us more wood. The Sky Temple boss, it is an interesting boss, but I liked it. I kind of felt bad because you're not only killing like the mama sky thingy, but you're also killing like the kid sky thingies. Link is kind of a jerk. We're making crude tools here, and we are nowhere near. We are not making a lot of tools. We make about 100-something tools a year, but this one's been a bit slow because we just don't have a lot of wood. So we are going to have to start getting just more wood overall. It's going to be a bit interesting to see how this works. We have 6 fishermen, which actually does us pretty good. A forester died of old age. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we really need to get those houses set up. That is the primary focus right now. We have a lot of food production, though, so... I mean, we're happy we've got food production. It's just we need everything else. I think I might build another woodcutter just to be safe, but we're going to have to definitely start deforesting area, too. You could deforest this a bit. It's far enough away that our forestry shouldn't really be that affected by it. Problem is, we really need tools around our town. That is a major concern. We just don't have tools coming in fast enough. The blacksmith isn't producing fast enough. He's got logs, but just not enough coming out. Hey, Lego, how you doing? So there's definitely a bit of a drought on tools. I might have to make a second tool place. So we have logs, we have iron, we just don't have the tools. And that's definitely a downfall. Getting more housing will be nice. Will mean that we can sort of spread the population out a bit more. The only problem is maybe the population spread out too thin. Nobody's making breeding bears. Eventually they'll start doing it, but until then it's going to be a bit difficult. We could force people out of homes. Deconstruct a house like this. Get you out of here. Force people out of homes. Make some more breeding pairs. And get rid of some of these extra buildings. Hey, Lego, how you doing? Another home. Looks like a breeding pair did move into this one. That's good. And a father and his child were moved into this one. These homes are definitely warmer homes, so I definitely want to try and at least convert things to them. I mean, having tiny shacks here and there isn't bad, but definitely needs to be a move away from having tiny shacks. This tiny Shaquille O'Neal is not something you want to have a lot of. I think I might put another woodcutter over here, as there is sort of a tiny colony going on over here. It would also supply this area with a much-needed burst of firewood. That would make people happier. Health-wise, everyone's okay. The problem is, it's just not doing too well on the other departments. Do we have a school at the moment? We do not. We'll eventually get something like that, but until then, we can't really focus on it. We need to get more of the basics. I think that would be our best bet, is just getting the basics started. Replacement phone is Neko. Yes, if you did not know, replacement phone is Neko. Yeah, we could put a blacksmith there. That would be good. Our one tailor's doing more than enough. And heck, we have so much stone, I'm gonna take some of my people out of the quarry. We don't need all of those people working the quarry. We have a bit of iron. So I'm gonna take a few more. Yep, that should be good. Put 2 people in the mine. 2 people in the quarry. That's all we need. The rest of them can start working on the rest of this. There we go. Demolish this area. Get it set up with some more good stuff. Woodcutter. And like that. There we go. Something like that. Yeah, that should be good. Just gotta remove the road here. There we go. Skype messages. I hope they're not too lewd. At least for Twitch. Looks like the road should be removed any second now. Taking its sweet time. Come on. They've been designated for removal. Somebody's got to come on and take care of them. Oh my goodness. Does it really take this long to get rid of some roads? We're building a house on top of it anyway. I'm sure the guy would appreciate his house having road flooring. And he would travel faster. But it's taking forever for it to actually go through. Come on. Somebody, please. Please. Somebody even down there doing anything? Come on. Oh, it's gone now. There we go. Put that there. Put a home there. Which version of this? Minus half of the jobs. This is the Colonial Charter mod, and this has this is the latest version of it. This is the iron version of whatever the Colonial Charter mod is. It's actually very nice, very nice. So hopefully getting the extra blacksmith and woodcutter here should give people supplies of tools and firewood that they need. It's going to stink to actually get everything back up to that level, and this is a very fire-prone area, so I'm going to definitely deconstruct this and rebuild it with houses. But aside from that, we should be good. Our food production is going down a little bit, but I feel like once we have the population we need, it should be fine. We have a ton of herbs, so our herbalist is pretty much doing nothing. At least nothing useful. Both of these are... Well, actually, I don't have a second herbalist over here, mostly because this one's been doing so gosh darn well. Alright, we've got a second blacksmith going. And we'll take out one of our builders to be a laborer. These guys are going to build up a house really quick, hopefully. Woodcutter's going to get built up too. And the blacksmith should give a nice sort of surge into the supply of tools that our town very desperately needs. We definitely have the iron and stone to support it, and we have wood as well. But we just definitely need that surge of tools to get production back up to the speed that we want it to be. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long to get it going again. House is almost complete. Once the house is complete, I'm just going to put the two builders back onto laborer duty. That is an interesting couple there. A 38-year-old woman and a 9-year-old kid. I hope that's a mom and that is a mom and a son. Nothing more. Because that would be very weird if it wasn't. Indeed. Hopefully getting some firewood going should cease the cold spell happening down there. And the house is done. So we'll put the builder onto laborer duty. On laborer duty, he should just be moving supplies around, doing what he needs to do. Shouldn't be a bit of a problem. Looks pretty good so far. The tools are slowly propagating back in. We were at 19, now we're at 14, so it is certainly taking effect. And hopefully getting the firewood production over here should propagate outward. I feel like there's just a few people who are hogging all of the firewood. Oh, look at our tool count, though. Our tool count's just going downward very quick. I get an extra laborer. The graveyard is full of corpses, though. So, it'll be interesting to see how else this works. The hunting cabin needs to get a little more balance to it. We should get some more jackets and leather in from that. What else? What else? We've got coats. I mean, we're slowly getting tools, so that's good. Taylor has got the leather. I don't know what else we can do. The herbalist is at max, and it really can't do much else. The foresters are at max as well. I could add another to the iron mine and to the stone mine. But what else can we really add to? We have a bunch of fishing spots. That would be good to get some more fish into town. But at the moment, fish we've got quite a good amount of. We just need sort of goods to propagate. And that should assist in a lot of things. It's just goods aren't propagating. That's the one issue. I mean, we have tools in storage. We have tools in stockpile. But people aren't picking them up. And the people who are picking them up already have tools. So they're just sort of being greedy jerks and stealing all the good stuff. Not really doing the good communist thing, are they? What can you do? I could add more people on the fishing. I mean, we definitely have food. Our food supply is not superb, though. I'd rather be at max, but, you know, you can't always get what you want. We do have 4 laborers, though, so we do have some workforce that we can kind of bully around. Might be a good idea to get that trading post started, then. At least just to have it. Just to know that we can start doing trade. That would be nice. So I'll put it right here. So it does kind of interlope in our fishing zone, so I might put it down here, actually. Try and make it not interfere with my fish zone as possible. You really don't want to have your trading post and your fishing zones all mixed up, because they can interfere, and that does cause issues, and it actually will like lower the efficiency of your fish zones, your fishing area. You know, gonna take a lot of logs, a lot of stone, a lot of iron, but I think we have the resources to get that set up. The only problem that I see is just when we get all the supplies there, there's going to be a bit of a drought that we'll have during that moment. But overall, it should be fine. I might throw someone extra into the quarry. I might throw 2 laborers into this. Throw another person into the mine. More people are growing up as laborers, though, which is nice. It means that we're not really suffering for population, which, you know, always good for the future. And I think this is a good point for me to actually end the YouTube recording. So I'll see you guys on the next episode of Banished. YouTube.